Hi guys, welcome to today's video and let's start with today's video. Imagine a company that silently support Indian Railway revolution and from Vande Bharat Express to metro trains running across the big cities, and every time the train glides smoothly over the track. Apart from that comfort and safety which comes from the company name Frontier Spring, today we are going to break down the 40-year-old company which became one of the India's most important supplier in railway sector. Let's do a close deep dive on it. So let's start with company overview. Frontier Spring Ltd is incorporated way back in 1981. The company makes very specialized product for Indian Railway and like coil spring, air spring, forged components. Okay, in simple terms, these are the parts helps train to absorb the shocks. Okay, stay stable at a high speed and ensures passenger comfort. The products are used in wagons, carriages and locomotives, basically even every part of the train ecosystem. What's interesting here is Frontier Spring components are even used in Indian fastest train, the Vande Bharat Express. That tells about the quality and the trust this company has built over the year. Now let's talk about its business divisions. There are three business divisions. Okay, spring, forging, and air springs. So let's first talk about spring division. This is their oldest and core business. The company makes a hot coiled compressor spring. Imagine a thick steel coil that can be as tall as 1 meter, and these springs are made up of special type of steel, chrome moly, of chrome and chrome silicon, and are coated with epoxy for durability. These springs are used in freight wagons, coaches and locomotives. Basically they help to handle the train weights and vibration. Now let's talk about forging division. In this division, company makes a forged component like screw coupling, anti-roll bar assembling, draft gears and BSS hangers. These are heavy duty metal parts that connects and stabilize the train bogies and carriages. They recently accomplished new 6-ton hammer in FY25 which helped them make large, more complex forged parts. A big move to scale the division and improve the margin. So let's now look at on air spring division. Now this is the future engine growth. Okay, air spring is used in modern LHB coaches. The same kind of is used in Vande Bharat Express train to give a smoother ride and higher safety. Frontier entered in this space with technical support from Continental Tech, and which is a German company, one of the world leading player in air suspension system. Production started in FY22 and by FY25 it had ramped up in massive scale, and with the demand for LHB coaches rising every year, they are now expanding their air spring capacity further to meet this demand. The company's product range is wide: air spring for LHB coaches, suspension coil spring for both freight and passenger trains, coil spring for diesel and electric locomotives, forged parts like brake, block hangers, widgets. They even make special coil springs for power sector used in turbine machinery. So while railway are the main customer, they are also start to supply to other industries also. So now just look at their plants and capacity. Frontier Spring runs two manufacturing plants, one in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, and another one in Banota Sahib in Himachal Pradesh. Together they have total production capacity of around 8,000 tons per year, and the Kanpur plant also has the forging unit with capacity of 1,200 tons per year. So basically they have built a strong integrated setup from making a raw forged parts to high precision air springs all under one company. Now let's just look at their clients and market share, who they supply to and their client list. They supply to Chittaranjan Locomotive Works, Banaras Locomotive Works, BHEL, Titagar, IRCTC, rail coach factory and integrated coach factory. You might heard this name. So basically they are working with every major railway production unit in the country. In their air spring division, they already hold around 25% of market share. Their target is to take up that market share to 30% by FY 26-27, and that's the strong growth trajectory in a segment that's seeing rapid growth adoption. So let's now talk about its industry. The growth story is backed by strong industry trends. Indian Railway is spending a record 2.65 lakhs crores this year, the highest ever. Their massive push, which is highest ever, and their massive push for new LHB coaches, more Vande Bharat trains, new freight corridors, and modernization of old wagons. Now, Frontier Spring is perfectly placed to benefit because of its product are essential for all these projects. In short, every new coaches or locomotive needs this kind of parts which Frontier makes. So if you look towards its technology and partnership part, one of the Frontier's biggest strength in its technical tie-up with Contitech German. Contitech provides the design and technology for rubber bellow parts of the air springs, while Frontier Spring manufactures the metal components locally. They are also in talk with global OEMs like Siemens and Alstom through Contitech to supply air springs for metro trains, which could open export or metro focused business opportunities. Now let's just look at their order book, guidance and expansion. Frontier Spring currently have an order book of 250 to 300 crores, which means they already have confirmed order worth more than the full year's revenue, and they execute around 90 to 100 crores worth of order every quarter. So the visibility is strong. For FY 26, the management is targeting 375 crores revenue, which is upgraded. Before it they were targeting 350 crores. Now they upgraded. Once they achieved the FY 25 target, they upgraded to it 375 crores. That's the good management side. And for FY 27, they are guiding for 500 crores. To support this growth, they are planning 15 crores capex in FY 26, mainly for rail spring and forging capacity expansion. Utilizing levels are already high, so new machines will help to meet the demand without bottlenecking. Now let's look at their Capex and financial outlook. In FY 25, they spent around 13.6 crore on Capex, mostly on expanding capacity for coil and air spring and installing the 6-ton forging hammer. For FY 26, they have planned another 15 crore Capex, mainly for buying new machineries to support higher production. The company's revenue guidance is pretty bold, 375 crores in FY 26 and 500 crores in FY 27, which we have already talked. They have strong double-digit growth backed by high demand in LHB coaches, new forging capacity and entry into value-added products. So to sum up it, Frontier Spring is not flashy company, but it's a steady performer that lies right at the heart of Indian Railway modernization story. With new high-speed and metro projects coming up with strong order book, German technology tie-up, clear growth visibility, the company is quietly springing ahead into the next phase of growth. If you are someone who likes tracking railway business manufacturing stories, this is definitely one of the name worth watching. So if you found this breakdown useful, make sure you hit like, subscribe and share with your investing friend. I will see you in the next one, where we will decode another hidden gem for Indian industrial heartland.